have a cab.
Doug, you got yourself a bigger building.
Hi.
Anyway, Creighton.
No, nice.
Only problem, they look with all the flowers at Christmas, it looks like a shrine. I'm going to sell this tape to 6th floor. Some people are very uneasy about the politics of the situation. It kind of reminds me of my office at home.
Yeah, but these guys were used for. Oh, what we have?
Old tennis shoes.
Oh, you were there with them?
It's made in the Champaign area of Ontario.
Good week.
Well, Budley, you say it was a good week? Last week, right?
Right. You're more accustomed to
I have no idea. I'm not a Budley fan. Don't shake it.
I don't know how
And this pile of food before Graham got to was twice that size. Yeah. There. Yeah, there he is consuming it. What's the speed? What's the speed and the accuracy? Look on the floor, hardly any crumbs. No, very good. Yeah, I think that would do it. Has anybody got a very large spoon? Almost any scuzzy bar in town. There they are. There they are, reminiscing.
Is it Twilight? What's the name of the company? Tyler.
word is from our lawyer.
Oh.
Everybody was pressing something
Yeah.
John Creighton, somebody said John Creighton has got to learn what the difference is between profits and taxes.
Oh, no, I remember years ago.
This is James. Oh, Tom. How you doing, Mark? Well, wait till we leave, eh? Yeah, that sounds good, John. That's a... This is a view looking east. Sun building. Vantage point distinctly looking down. So open, isn't it? There's nice. Haha, another camera shy lady. Reserved for posterity. Until we get a new technology.
And here's Doug at his desk. Again, go watch.
That's it.
They're both my feet in this one.
A little scotch in your champagne, Jim?
Yeah.
Shoot, yeah. It's just like sody pop.
All like that.
It's the stuff they drink in Glasgow.
But champagne and scotch, yeah.
They go about.
Oh, yeah.
She would only rent it to financial folks.
Well, let's,
Where is everybody before we take off? Have Gordon say his speech. You want a glass of orange juice? Sure we got enough. Everybody got some drink? I think so. Sorry, Bob.
Your new venture and best of luck. I love the enthusiasm in the room. For a moment there, I thought I was at the Globe and Mail. Best of luck to you. It is a great pleasure to be with you. That was smooth.
Falling out of sight, like the Globe
Out of sight, no problem. I'll do the blind joke. Thank you. Anyhow, on that note, I should point out that I am totally blind because I'm aware that some of you are looking at me, and to many people it looks like I can see something. I am totally blind, but I am no different from anybody else, and I do want you to know it is great to be with you at the eclipse because we're going to have a good time. So I think No, actually, it's very interesting for me to be here and to join in this celebration because myself am celebrating a second-year wedding anniversary. It was just yesterday, in fact, it was my second-year anniversary. Thank you very much. Nice crowd, but not too sharp. But anyhow, it was very interesting for me because having been married only 2 years, and we had a big wedding, but we did not actually have the full attendance because of my father. I've never actually known who my father was. The only thing I do know about the man was that he had red hair, that he was a hell of a drinker, and his first name was Doug. One other thing, I know I have an aversion to mother's milk, but boy, I like martinis. It is a great pleasure. One other thing, too, is I understand I actually have a very good chance of sort of being in line for the presidency of the Toronto Sun. Being totally blind, as was the first president, Edward Dunlop. Red hair. And I'm going in for a jaw operation tomorrow, so... Well, some of you got that.
We all got it. Some of us were afraid to laugh.
He's not here, I checked. As I mentioned, I have just recently had an anniversary, and boy, it's been a lot of fun being married. I know, Doug, I'd like to ask, how long have you been married, Doug? I know you have 3 sons, and then there's one girl coming up.
Well, for 39 years.
39 years. Looks big by 2, just look like 2. The only good thing I can say is in the 2 years of marriage, we have not had a fight. Like the way the married people are all going, this is bullshit. We have had fights, but I'll tell you this, my wife doesn't yell at me. If she's angry with me, all she does is move the furniture. And it's proved to be very effective. I think I'm an iron where the telephone used to be. If she's really ticked off at me, she gets one of my Braille magazines, walks all over with her golf shoes on. So suddenly I'm reading Vogue. The other thing that's been the interesting is I've discovered in a very short span of time that I am lazy. And that is one thing I understand that you are not, Doug. That you are not a lazy man by any means, that you are an ambitious man, a hard worker, and certainly well respected for that. Now, I confess I didn't realize how lazy I was until just recently with outdoor Christmas lights. I took ours down today. Well, it took me this long to find them, so... But I do know for a fact that guys in general would never bother with outdoor Christmas lights if it weren't for three things: wives, kids, and the guy next door. Some of you will know him. Mr. Season's Greetings, 1,500 multicolored synchronized lights. You get your wife going, it's like, how come Ernie's display looks so nice and ours looks so crummy? And what's the answer, guys? Ernie's a knob. The guy has a display for every single season: Halloween, Christmas, Valentine's, Easter. So I fixed them. Put up a May 24th weekend display. Beer bottles and garbage. Gotta take that down soon. And I should point out too, this close to Valentine's Day, I hope everybody, every married man, every guy who is dating, and women too, make a special thing about Valentine's Day. Please do that. Don't make the mistake I made. First Valentine's Day together, I bought my wife a Thigh Master. Let me tell you, those things hurt. So this year, I tried to do the right thing for my wife. I tried to make an impression, try to improve on things for her birthday. For her birthday, I took her to the Dominican Republic. Now, has anybody here been to the Dominican? Anybody at all?
Sure.
Yeah. Thank you. Don't raise your hands here. I appreciate that. I think there was actually a young lady over here who said yes?
Yes, I did.
Yes, and your name is?
Lisa.
Lisa. Nice to meet you. How long ago were you there, Lisa?
After the World Series, I guess what was that?
Oh, so, November. When was that? Yes. What year? What decade? Have another drink, Lisa. It's okay. For a moment, she thought she was at work still. Okay. Lisa's going, I don't like the blind guy. I'll make sure he gets on the right elevator. I'm standing in front of a pop machine for the next half hour. Is it here yet? Is it here yet? Me and 6 guys from the Globe and Mail standing behind me. Is it here yet? It looks like a 7-Up can. Climb in. Lisa, tell me then, Dominican Republic, does Montezuma's Revenge strike a note with you at all?
Yes, actually.
Yeah, I can understand that. I can understand that very well. Did you notice that they had imported drinking water there?
Yes.
From Mexico? First time I'd ever come across Teo Pecte served as a shooter. Everybody at our resort got this Montezuma's Revenge except for 3 people who were walking around going, oh, I feel fine. The group of us got together and kicked the crap out of them. And you know, for nuns, they were pretty tough. I am, as many of you know, my cousin Rob from up in Ottawa now. Been with the son here for quite a while. I am from Brantford, Ontario. I always like to check, do we have anybody actually from Brantford?
Nobody here will admit it.
Yeah, nobody will admit to it. Some guy from Pickering's going, not me, man. I got bragging rights. I should check, is there anybody from Pickering?
I'm not going to admit that either.
Because I can speak slower. I am from Brantford. I am a big sports fan, and being from Brantford, I think you have to be, because it is, of course, as you know, the hometown of Gretzky. Now, I should ask, are you a sports fan, Jimmy?
Who's Gretzky?
He's a tennis player. Oh, yeah. Brantford loves Gretzky. I myself confess to being a Maple Leaf fan. Well, it's like we're all here today. Very good. Well, you know, Gretzky's #1 in Brantford. They have signs all around. Hometown Wayne Gretzky. They've actually taken me out and let me feel the signs. I got splinters, couldn't read for a month. If you visit there, you find the people walking around the streets talking about Wayne and all the goals he scored playing minor hockey there, but big deal, I was the goalie. So. I am also a golfer, and Doug, I understand you love golf.
Yeah, I can maybe beat you.
Maybe play for a little money? Be off by midnight? I am truly a sports fan. I love sports. I try to follow sports. I try to keep in shape myself. I still ski. I go out and do a lot of downhill skiing with friends, and that usually works out pretty well, although I've got to confess I don't trust my friends quite as much as I used to. Not since they put me off the ski jump. And you may have actually seen me. I did the opening for Wide World of Sports. Thank you. I'm very proud of that myself. I only wish they got it on the first take. It was like, you want to haul the blind guy back up there? Well, push him off if he won't go. Because Sydney, I've discovered a great deal of my life is now based on trust. I have not always been blind. I lost the eyesight a number of years ago, and I want you people to know that it had nothing to do with that age-old saying, if you don't stop that, you're going to go blind. That is
John
plain.
says, thank God.
John said that? I had to explain it as a star.
John quit when he got nearsighted.
The glasses are on already. But it certainly has been an interesting life. I enjoy my job. I travel all across the country, and it is a great thrill for me. You know, I meet people everywhere. Something, though, that has happened in the last 10 years is that now, wherever I go across the country, I end up getting the wheelchair-accessible hotel room. Yes. Now, do you see any wheels on this thing? I've developed backache from having to brush my teeth like this. I have a toilet that's so low, wide, and deep, I thought it was a hot tub. And it's been an interesting challenge, too, for me doing comedy, but also for my wife. My wife, Catherine. She's French, and I actually met her at a wedding that I'd gone to in France a number of years ago. Fantastic wedding. It was certainly the first wedding reception that I've ever been to where I didn't have to complain about the domestic champagne, you know. It was like, oh, no baby duck. Oh, God. So very wisely, I took a bottle of baby duck with me. The French were looking at it going, qu'est-ce que c'est ça shit? And something that very frequently happens to me is a number of times people will say to me, well, Gord, you're blind. Do you know what your wife looks like? And I do, ladies and gentlemen, because like everybody in this room, you've all talked to somebody on the telephone you've never met, and yet you've got an impression of what they look like. And I'm sure in your jobs, in many of your cases anyhow, where you're talking to people every single day, you must always conjure up an image of what these people are like. Well, I'm going to prove to you right here and now that just from talking to a person, I can do this. What we need to do is we need to get some lady to come out of the audience, and just from talking to her, I will tell you all exactly what she looks like. Who are we going to get?
Alicia.
Lynn? Do we want Lynn? Lynn? Come on out here. Give her a big round of applause. They love you, Lynn. Look at that. I had no point of love in affection. Kids are already starting off better than I hoped. Lynn, all I'm going to do is hold your hand and ask you questions. From these two things, Lynn, I will know exactly what you look like. Now, first of all, Lynn, are you from Toronto?
No.
Where are you from?
British Columbia.
British Columbia? Ooh, hell of a commute. Okay, now. How long have you been here in Toronto?
21 years.
21 years. And how long have you been here with the son?
18.
18. And what do you do? A question many people have been asking, but what do you do?
I work with Keep Them Happy.
Ooh.
All in the phrasing range. Okay. Lynn, I have got an impression. Now, first of all, you are about 5 feet 7 inches tall.
Wrong.
Wrong. Good. I was testing you. You got that right. Very good. How tall are you, Lynn?
5'3".
5'3". What do you want, a miracle? I'm blind. Give me a break. I had a 5 right. That counts for something. Okay. Lynn, you have blonde colored hair.
Yeah. Depends on what time of the month it is.
Your hair is fairly short.
Yeah. What do you think?
Shoulder length, maybe even a little shorter.
Yeah,
Shoulder length? You wear contact lenses?
No.
You wear glasses?
No.
You can spell glasses. You have contacts who wear glasses. Any of the above. You drink from a glass. Okay. Believe it or not, it's the best I've ever done, Lynn. Okay. Lynn, you have green eyes. No. Blue eyes. Yes, 2 of them. You just know the folks from Oakville are going, how do you do that? You are 39 years of age? And here's what I'll do. If she was squeezing your hand as tightly as she was squeezing mine, you would have guessed 39 too. What I'll do, Lynn, is I'll wrap over here by guessing your weight.
Oh.
There, folks. What we need is the whole room to be concentrating as one. What we need is one mind to be working here together, so Bob McDonald, you're out of this. Now! Is he coming for me? It's mine, thank you. You're going through it, though. Lynn, you weigh 105.
Oh, I wish.
Very close?
Well, yeah.
Yes! A big round of applause for Lynn.
You had the 100 right.
Well, I was using metric, but anyhow. Lynn, I don't want to go on much longer here. I should ask Lynn, when is your birthday, actually, Lynn?
March.
You got the whole month? Oh, well, you do it well. Lynn, I recently celebrated my birthday, for which I got a new talking clock. Have you seen these things, Lynn?
No.
No, neither have I. It's a long way to go for a crummy joke.
Oh, we had
I
the
don't know if
time.
you can understand it, Lynn, but some people can hear that yet? They're a wonderful device, and you can buy whatever you want in talking devices, anything at all. For my sister's birthday, I bought her a set of talking bathroom scales. She's still looking for the volume switch. So I hooked them up to my stereo. It was like throughout the whole neighborhood. All you could hear is, whoa, please, one at a time. And I'll tell you, my sister got even with me for a practical joke. She switched my sting-eye dog with a sting-eye cat. Fireman had to rescue me from trees twice. I want to tell you I have a guide dog, although it is not with me today, simply because, well, she's not too well trained. She still likes to chase cars, so... You may have seen me on the Don Valley. She takes it like you get her to go with the traffic. And I do know this for a fact, though, that if I could get any kind of guide dog at all, I would buy a pit bull. A dog, I understand you used to have an English sheepdog, is that right?
Absolutely.
What was his or her name?
Sunshine.
Sunshine. Oh, that was a good name. How old was Sunshine?
He was about 5 months.
Oh, is Sunshine just a pup still?
No, Sunshine's older now, but he's not
Oh, is that right? Well,
He had the same problem yours had.
chasing the cars everywhere. I think I met him. Well, that's great, because I know that naming a dog is very, very important, actually. My buddy had a dog called Sparky. And Sparky was fine when Sparky was, 2 years old, but Sparky grew to be 15, and it was just pathetic by the end. It was like, here's Sparky! Come on, boy! Spark! Come on! Spark! Come on, Spark! Look at that, he opened his eyes. So as I say, I'd get a pit bull. Because if I got a pit bull for a guide dog, there'd be no more standing in lines all our days at Kmart. It'd be like, I think I'll go to the front of the line now. Okay, buddy, go ahead. Because I'm not a shopper, folks. I hate shopping. I go grocery shopping, I make it a point to rip the label off every single tin I buy. Because I figure if I don't know what I'm getting, why the hell should the cashier? I want to thank you folks for having me out here this afternoon, and once more, Doug, I'd like to extend my appreciation for having me out here. I wish you the best of luck, and certainly based on what I've heard of your past and what I know of you personally,
What have you heard of my past?
You got an hour? That's terrific.
Good. Flash got me. I can see the letterpress for that picture. Creighton greeting new director. The other guys see about as well as you do. Thank you very much.
I was supposed to have a line that I used to work, when I lost the eyesight, I worked for 6 weeks at my old job, makeup editor. But,
Great.
thank you. It was a lot of fun.
Thank you.
That was good.